NERDSoul. Late LK at OneYoungsta holding down, bringing you that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. And today, oh man, we have a wonderful episode of thumbnails coming right to you. And I'm just so happy that we're going to take this whole episode and dedicate this joint to the finale of Star Wars Rebels. This episode called 0 Hour was a two-part episode which just gave us everything we needed. From space battles, to ground battles, to revenge, to reconnections. This episode had it all. And in my opinion, no, screw it. In everybody's opinion, this was a nice, wonderful drop kick of a season finale for Rebels fans. This thing really came together just top notch. This was a dope two-part episode that really went well with the way the second half of this season has been coming out. I have to just stop and say, Star Wars Rebels, you're good with me again. See, season 1, I was like, nah. Season 2, I was like, yeah. But this season, you done did it. You've made me proud. So let's go and get into what was so dope about this. In the first episode, you get kind of like this great build where Kallus is trying to get this little message out because Thrawn is on his way. He has found out where the rebels are going to be at, and there's a lot of intense kind of like tight, cramped spacing on where Kallus is and his feeling about, maybe I'm going to get caught. I don't know who's looking for me. Of course, Thrawn rolls up on him, and we get this cool fight scene where, Kallus ain't no slouch, but Thrawn was like, yo, out your league, baby. Yeah, out your league. And I really just enjoyed how the whole thing was set up because he played Kallus from the start, man. Like, there was no way Kallus was going to get out of that without being found out, without being beat up, without Thrawn coming out looking like the cool, calm, and collected boss that he is. And we move on. We have like so many great moments like Ezra and Kanan when they're talking to each other about just how much they've grown, how much they've learned, how much Ezra has learned from him.
I don't mean about the Force. I mean about life, about being a good person. That's what you've taught me. How
much Ezra, teaching Ezra has then also informed and taught Kanan. You got like this wonderful moment between them two where it's like, you know what? I still got my problems with Ezra. But in this scene, nothing wrong with him. Nothing at all. And matter of fact, this whole episode, I was cool with Ezra. He didn't do any dumb Ezra-isms in this whole episode, which made me extremely proud due to how sometimes he's characterized. And in this, you see the rebels unite against a just almost a dire situation where you're figuring, they're going to lose, but they unite anyway and they stand up to the Empire probably for the first time, I believe, on a concerted effort to kind of like go at them full force. And it was just nice to see all those ships come in from hyperspace. It was similar to like when they came in with Mon Mothma. It was just like, wow, this is about to get real. And it did, because not only did we get the realness of the Empire between Kallus and Thrawn, we got some realness with the relationship with, Kanan and Ezra, but now we're getting this theater of war, as Thrawn said, with the rebels and the Empire facing off probably for the first time. And we see Thrawn finally being the Thrawn that we've been wanting to see for so long. The guy who's calculating, the guy who's a step ahead, the guy who knows exactly what to do, the guy who is just like impossible to escape. And, from top to bottom, he had every single angle mapped out. And the rebels just, man, they were in trouble. They were just in trouble. And barring one mistake, because Sato first, rest in peace to Commander Sato. But barring that one mistake where the dumb Empire lackey goes to chase Sato's vehicle, Thrawn would have won. That was the opening that, led to a lot of problems for the Empire. And during this time, you get so many interactions on a one-on-one situation where you have like Hera saying "come home, love" to Kanan. You have Kanan with Bendu, saying like, yo, you gotta choose a side. You can't be the middle no more. You need to realize what you want to do with your power, with your position in this, in this galaxy. This galaxy is being torn apart and you can't sit the fence no more. And it's just, man, this thing is dope. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode because I sure did. Now, before I move on, I got to give a big shout out to BlackHollywoodLive.com. That's right, the first ever online network broadcast for African Americans. I am on that joint, and it is so fun. You can go to check it out at BlackHollywoodLive.com. They have celebrity interviews, they follow Black Twitter, they have after shows, and so much more. And if you want to see it, you can check it out at youtube.com/BlackHollywoodLive. And that is where you can get all that goodness from just like the tech side to the geek side to the sports side. It's so much fun. But something that is truly fun is seeing a grown up, well, maybe not grown up, but a older, more mature Ezra going to Mandalore, well, not the actual Mandalore, but going to the Ren clan, saying like, look, we need you guys' help. We can't do it without you. And he just wasn't childish. Usually Ezra is characterized as like this childish, but he really stepped it up in this scene. Like, he really grew up in this scene, and I'm proud of Ezra. The way they wrote Ezra in this episode, write him this way all the time. All right, please. Write him. Look, Dave Filoni, I know you watch this show every week. Write Ezra like this all the time because it's just dope. But there's so much in this episode that is fresh because even a character like Zeb, who I thought would probably be killed off in this season or didn't really have much to do, has found a nice compatriot with Rex. And now I really love their kind of like banter together. I love Rex and Zeb are perfect together because they both they're like soldiers. You know what I'm saying? They like to get in there, fight hard, and just wreck shop. And man, I'm so proud of this episode. I'm so proud of this season, man. But from Sato to Kanan to Ezra and Hera was the leader, the glue that held this ship together because it wasn't looking good for the rebels, but Hera kept it. Hera was like the rebel side of Thrawn. You know what I'm saying? She kept it cool while all of this craziness was going on. She kept the ship afloat. And once again, my team is like Sabine, Hera, and Kanan. That's my crew. And the only thing I'm mad about is that we haven't been able to see Hera in a B-Wing anymore. But hopefully, maybe season 4 we'll get that. But this episode was just great, man. It's a lovely send-off, especially at the end when Bendu comes in and steps up and inserts himself into this conflict, saying like, leave this planet, get out of here. He's striking down with lightning the walkers and the other Imperial ships. And even at the end, he kind of gives a shot to Kanan like, look, Kanan, I'm not happy with you, but I understand. And it's nice to see, even when they shoot Bendu down and Thrawn has his interaction with him, Bendu saying like,
one beyond your power to destroy.
You guys can't strike me down. Like, I'm more than what you see. And then when he gave a little prophetic statement to Thrawn, to see Thrawn shaken was kind of cool. But guys, in the comments, let me know what you thought about this episode because I am head over heels. What are we going to do next season? Because Thrawn didn't technically lose. Like the things that allowed the rebels to win were out of Thrawn's hands. And I'm very interested to see how him and Tarkin are gonna do after this, this kind of loss. And I'm very interested to see where the series goes, and I'm proud to say that I watch Rebels for every episode now, because season 3 has been solid. So guys, jump down in the comments, let me know what you think about this season as a whole, and of course this finale, because I'm over the moon for this. Can't wait to get more. So anyway, before I bounce, and I gotta say that that's my time, but hit up ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right, you can check out everything I'm doing on the site. All of my videos are there. You can holler at me and drop me a line and say what is up. And don't forget to hit up shop.thatnerdsoul.com. That's right, pick yourself up a t-shirt, player, and don't forget to get one. That's right, for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, and subscribe, and share that nerd soul, because there is no way that I can tell people that you like what you are watching. And of course, I gotta shout out LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please be good to yourselves, be good to each other. Peace.